Okay, so I think I'm gonna be vlogging about my experience being a live KCONER this year. So this is gonna be like a little snippet I'm gonna put before like I give you guys a rundown of the experience. But basically, it is currently 12:43 a.m. We had rehearsals, so they sent us. I think it was like 2 days ago. Today's June 17th. I think the emails were sent June 15th, if I'm not mistaken. And so basically, if you were chosen to be a live KCONER, they give you all the information that you have to follow, like you have to like read through, and also like they give you the codes and everything you're gonna have to use to be able to access the Zoom meeting, where everything's gonna go down, like the audience and all that is gonna be connected that day. So yeah, basically there's a rehearsal. So the rehearsal was at midnight, so like 44 minutes ago. And so basically it's a rehearsal where they check to see if your camera is set up well, to see if you're mirrored or not, if they can see you clearly, etc., etc. So we're supposed to be connected at midnight. I connected to the Zoom call, and also in the email they give you the link to the guide, and they give you a rundown, like all the instructions, what you have to do the day of the event, what you have to do the day of the rehearsal, etc. Just detailed instructions of what it is to be a live KCONER, what you have to do, the instructions, etc., etc. Okay, so I logged in at 11:59, basically like a minute before midnight, and then I was introduced to like this waiting room, and like a couple of minutes later, like 3 minutes later, a chat popped up where they were saying that to please be patient, that it would take some time. And so like 15 minutes later, they gave like a little like a check-in as well, telling everybody to make sure they put in the right information, etc., etc. And then it was like at 11, like at 12:38 around there, that suddenly like everything changed, like the Zoom meeting changed, and I could see like everybody pop up on my screen. I was like, oh, what's this? So yeah, basically first when you enter like the information they give you, you're in a waiting room. After they accept you, you're like in the meeting room where you can see everybody else, and so that's where basically they checked everything. So they checked to see if like everybody would see clearly, if the videos were mirrored or not, etc., etc. Whoever had issues, like needed to uncheck the mirrored option on the Zoom or anything else, they would send a one-on-one chat. And then if you were okay, they didn't send you anything, and if they finished checking everybody, you could just log out and they'll see you when they see you on the day of the event. It's very important to be like to write down the hours. Each event is being taken place at a different time and a different date, and since I'm EST, the hours they gave were PDT. So like yesterday, today, I was like, okay, let me make sure it's at the right time. Is it midnight? Can it be midnight? But yeah, it was definitely at midnight. So yeah, now I just have to wait. The first one I'm gonna be part of is Highlights, which is Saturday, and then next week, if I'm not mistaken, is CM Blue and B2B. So yeah, I got into all three of the ones that I submitted to. I got into it, and it's super crazy. But yeah, so far so good. The rehearsal was fine. Everything was set up nicely. I'm so glad because Zoom is pretty easy to work with, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe doing my own banner and sending it to like Staples to print out, or if not, I'll probably just pass by the K-pop store that I've wanted to check out, see if they have any like merch that I could use that day, because like they encourage you to like have your banners, have your light sticks, etc., etc., just to like make everything more lively and stuff. So yeah, so far so good. See you guys in the next video. I think maybe that day I'll probably either be vlogging, I'll have the camera set up somewhere around here, or if not, I'll just give you guys a recap and just put a whole bunch of screenshots of the whole experience. Yeah, super excited. See you guys on Saturday. everyone, welcome back to my channel, Outspoken Artistry. I hope you all are safe and well. It is 12:07 KCON TACT for you, day one. Just ended like literally a minute ago at 12:06. And yeah, I'm sweaty because Highlight did Please Don't Be Sad, their last performance was of that song, and I moved a lot. I showed my banner and like the little smiley face from that comeback. Okay, so I wanted to do this video just to like document this whole process, this whole experience of being a live KCONER for the first time. I've never been able, like before, I've never been able to like catch KCON TACT as it's going on. So this year I was like, okay, this year I have the time. Let's see what happens. And so I was monitoring the KCON Twitter account to see when they were going to open applications for live KCONERS and things like that. So when they did, I filled out their application, and I filled out for 3 groups. I filled out for Highlight, for CN Blue, and for BTOB. They are the senior groups, but also groups that I followed since like forever. I've been a fan of Highlight since they were beasts, you know, since 2009. BTOB since 2012 when they debuted, and CN Blue that I got to know them thanks to You're Beautiful, and I got to know Younghwa first, and then when they debuted, I got to know CN Blue back in 2010. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, yay! Again, like let me see if I can like be a live KCONER, because I really wanted. I was really curious about the experience. Highlight and CN Blue, I got to see them back in 2017, KCON New York. BTOB, I've never like seen them live. So yeah, I was like, okay, so let's do this. So I signed the application. Highlight and BTOB, they had like other questions like for the meet and greet and all that. So yeah, I filled out the application, and then we had to wait, I think, up to the 15th for it to be announced. And it wasn't until like the afternoon, I think it was the afternoon of that day or the day after, that I saw the emails, and I was like, oh my god, wait a minute, it's like right away. Like I even forgot, like, okay, today's the day. So when I saw them and I saw that I got into all 3 of them, I freaked out. I was like, oh my god, like what? Like how is this possible? Like what the heck? Like I was just freaking out. I was in shock, but like super excited and nervous. I was like, okay, what do I have to do? But all the information was in the email. So all the information you needed for the Zoom call for that day. Also, they have like a guide linked in like 3 different languages, English, Korean, and Japanese. So like you go into there, and then everything is explained, like things you have to do beforehand, like your connection, your internet connection, your lighting, download Zoom if you don't have it, etc., etc. So I was like, okay, I have to do all this. And then they had a rehearsal, so basically that was just to check out like if everything was okay with your Zoom, with the webcam, to see if it wasn't mirrored or not, etc., etc. And that was on the 16th, but the midnight, so like the midnight of the 17th. So I stood up and I was like, okay, let's see how we do this. And the process was super easy. Like they gave us in the manual that's linked in your email, they gave us like the time and day we had to be on Zoom, and then like the login information and all that. And so what I did was I logged in, and I had to wait because when you log in, you're in like a waiting room or something like that, they call it. And then once you're accepted and they check your credentials, then you're like in the meeting, and then they check everything, like they check to see if you're mirrored and all that. And it was super easy. It didn't take that long. I'm gonna insert maybe I think I did a video that day, like the day, like that day, but minutes after I finished. So if I have that, I'll insert it here for you guys. But yeah, it was super easy. If you know how to use Zoom, it's gonna be like super quick for you. The only thing, it takes a little bit of time just for them to like accept everybody in, and then go through everybody's cams and all that. So yeah, so the first date was today, the 19th, Saturday the 19th. And I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, took a bath, got ready to then sit down at 6:30 in the morning to be ready for like the first call-in. And so basically the day of the shooting, you have to be there an hour and a half before the actual like event start. And so what I did was that I logged in using the information that was provided in the email, and then I just had to wait to be, from the waiting room, to be like changed from the waiting room to where everybody else is. And it was super nice, like to see all the lights, because I was in just the light meeting room, like light meaning highlights fandom is named Light, just in case. So I was with other lights there, and it was super nice, especially because, before I forget, yesterday night, super late, I was checking on Twitter to see if there was other lights that had won, the live KCON-er opportunity, or were chosen. And so I found somebody on Twitter that they were doing like an event for them, like a slogan event for them. And luckily I was able to like send a DM and tell them, hey, I'm going to be a live KCONER for Highlight as well. And when I got up in the morning, they had added me to the group chat with other lights as well, and I got the banner and all that. So what I did was that I edited it and I made it so that it fit in my iPad, but also I downloaded it on my phone, which I started using the iPad and then ended up on my phone because I noticed that when I used my iPad, everything else would go like super dark and you would only see it, and so my face wasn't showing, or like the background and everything, and the lighting wasn't that great. So I decided to just use my cell phone. Let me show you guys because I have it here ready to go. So this is the banner. It was super cute. And yeah, I was so happy to like be in the chat with the other lights, because we were like, okay, so after like at 6:30 EST where I am, I logged in, I waited, they checked the cameras and everything, and they were like, okay, so we're gonna turn off everybody's cameras, be back in an hour and a half, specifically this time, because that's where we're gonna start and all that. So while we were like waiting, everybody was in the chat like, oh my god, we're so nervous, oh my god. And I was like, yeah, I'm nervous too, but I bet we're gonna have fun, everything's gonna be okay. And yeah, everybody was super nice and super welcoming and encouraging. If there was any chat updates, we would be like, hey, they updated us with the chat, you have to do this and this and this. So yeah, I was like, okay, like thank you. Or like if I saw anything, I was like, hey, you gotta check this out, etc., etc. So yeah, it was just super nice to like have the group chat there and like support each other and like give updates and things like that. So like since 8 o'clock to 12:06 more or less, we had to be really like paying attention to the chat, because after like 8:15 where everybody's video was checked, Highlight, they were the first ones to go. They did their meet and greet, that little portion with KCON and that whole like sea scenery, like cruise scenery, and then everybody else kept going, all the other fandoms with their artists and things like that. And then we got a performance as well, like in the middle, and then at the end we had Highlight again, and they did their games, the video calls, their performances, etc., which were more interactive. So yeah, like between that time frame, we had to be really careful to like follow the instructions, because they would tell us, hey, okay, so your artist is coming up, get ready, be in the front of the camera, like hold this up, do this, etc., like interact, because they're watching you, they're seeing you on the monitor. And also they would tell you, okay, so the session has finished, you have until this time to be back. Please make sure to be back at this time, because the cameras are going to be on and they're going to be waiting for you, etc. So yeah, there was a couple of times where like after the meet and greet, the first one, after that we got a break, and then after they did their performance in the middle, we had another break, etc. So that's more or less what happened. Like when Highlight was on, we were on as well. Like we had things to do, we're cheering for them, singing along, laughing, participating. And then when it was other fandoms' turn with their faves, we had a break, etc. So yeah, it was just super nice. Everything's super chill. It was much easier than I thought. I was super nervous. I was like, how does this go? What do we do? But yeah, as long as like you're chill and you have like all the things that you're supposed to like have beforehand. We were supposed to like have the smiley face, a banner, obviously, just in case. I would recommend you guys go on Twitter, see if anybody is like volunteering to do like a banner project for them, like volunteering, like, hey, because that's basically how I found people on, like, I found out about the slogan event. Like, I searched on it online. We were also supposed to have like a piece of paper and a pen because we had to like do voting for one of the games. It was a morning call, and so each of the members have highlighted their own morning call, and then we had to like vote for them. So yeah, as long as like you read the instructions, the life KCONER manual, and like you go over the things that you're supposed to have, like, you know, the extras, and then you're always like paying attention to the chat, everything's gonna be fine. Like after half of the show, I was like, okay, I understand like what to do when they're gonna ask of us what happens to the camera, because when you like enter the Zoom, afterwards they take over, like, for example, like the video. So they would, if they checked that everybody's fine, they would turn off the video, and then you would have just your profile picture, so that when you come back and it's your turn, like for example when highlight comes back, they would turn on the video. Everybody would have to be already seated, having their, you know, slogans, things like that, fan merch, light stick, whatever, and just be ready. So yeah, things went much smoothly than I thought. It did take longer, like I saw that it did take longer for them to like let people in, etc., but obviously because there's a lot of people, it would take a little bit longer. Or like I think I got the time wrong when it came to like coming back. I didn't move from here. Like I think I only got up a couple of times to drink water. I haven't ate. I'm gonna eat right now. I'm gonna order food to eat. But yeah, like I didn't leave like my space, but I got one of the hours wrong, and like I was here just waiting, and it was still like 45 minutes left. So I was like, what the heck? So yeah, other than that, everything went smoothly. It was super easy, and I had so much fun. It was so nice, like, to see all the lights on the screen cheering for highlight, and like our banners and things like that. They did acknowledge, like at the beginning, the meet and greet, that they saw the banner project, and it was so nice. I was like, yay, good for you guys, like the organizers of the slogan project, because it's so nice when like you work on something and you get other fans to like collaborate with you, and then the artist actually notices, and it's like, that's so nice. It's just so cool. I love it. Like I just love that feeling. It's so nice. So yeah, everything went well. I'm super hungry. Today I had a cup sleeve event. They're doing a cup sleeve event downtown, and you guys know that I've been doing a lot of cup sleeve events videos lately, but I'm not gonna go today because I'm tired. I had to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't really sleep that well because I was so excited. But yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow to the cup sleeve event, so stay tuned to that video. It'll probably go out before this one. But yeah, this is the end of day one, KCON for you day one. I'll be adding, obviously, when I finish CM Blues Day and BTOB's Day, I'm going to be adding my experience after this video. I hope everything goes well, because today was okay. Everything was great. No interruptions. Everything ran smoothly. My internet did a great job. Great job, internet. So yeah, hopefully everything runs well. See you guys in the next video. I think Friday is CM Blues Day next week, so yeah, can't wait. Highlight fighting. Hi everybody, it is currently 11:57, June 25th. It's Friday. It is officially the end of day 4 of KCON for you, but it's day 2 me of being a KCONer. Today I was a live KCONer for CM Blue. I'm gonna show you guys the little banners that I did. So yeah, something basic, you know. CM Blue logo, Boys Boricua. You guys know I'm from Puerto Rico, so I had to have something with the flag, and then a blue heart, which I eventually just did this. I didn't even use this side. So yeah, those were my banners, for my mini banners for today. So yeah, today we ended, and today the event started earlier and ended earlier. So basically I did the same thing as last week. I got up, well, I did things a little bit different. So I got up at 6 o'clock, set up everything, and then at 6:30, the same thing as last week, I logged in. Well, no, I think I logged in like 5 minutes before. Yeah, logged in, waited to be changed from the waiting room into the meeting room, and then they did the same thing. They checked the cameras. We had to hold something so they can check if nobody's video was mirrored. Those are like certain things you have to check, like in the Zoom settings. Make sure that your camera isn't mirrored, and also make sure that it's on the original resolution. Sometimes it gets cut like in square. Yeah, it'll mess up the resolution of your video, and if not, they'll just contact people individually. Okay, so I logged in at 6:30 and they checked everything, and by the time everything was done, they told us, okay, meet us back at 7:30, well, 7:30 EST where I am, compared to last week, which was, I think we had to be there at 8 o'clock if I'm not mistaken. I hope I got that right. But yeah, it was basically like a half an hour before. Like always, you have to be there on time so they could check the cameras, see that everything is okay, and they give you further instructions and things like that. This week compared to last week was more chill in the sense that since CN Blue didn't have a meet and greet, they started the show and ended the show. And so CN Blue, they opened the show with Can't Stop, which is one of my favorite songs. I was like, I can't stop. So yeah, loved it. And then all the other groups went one by one with their meet and greets and presentations, and then they closed KCON with their stage. Obviously there was interaction, like, you know, they took pictures, and there was like they each gave like a song recommendation, and they had us like write our name and put it on the screen, etc., etc. So at least that part, they performed 2 songs, but obviously there was also interaction with the public and everything. And one of the craziest things is that I saw myself on the screen. I was like, oh, that's new, because like last week I was not on the screen whatsoever. So I was like, I'm not expecting it. I was like, okay, there was a lot of people last week, there's a lot of people this week, maybe I won't. So I was just like with my banner, like da 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 da, doing like just having fun. And then I saw myself, so I was like, is that me on the screen? It's super random. But yeah, they started and ended the show, and so it was super chill. So in between the show, we had like a whole bunch of other groups, and honestly, I just, you know, sat back and chilled. I think I dozed off for a bit, because compared to last week, what I did was that I got up early, set everything up, and once they finished checking everything, I went and got ready and then sat down. But I didn't sleep, partially because I get really excited, so the excitement doesn't let me sleep. And also Marley, my dog Marley, he wandered around a lot at night, and so I couldn't sleep because of Marley. Thank you, Marley. He's over there. He's like, wait, that way. That's where he's at. He's sleeping. Well, he's laying down on the bed, just looking at me, talking to the camera. So yeah, it was super chill. And I had fun. Like, I was able to rest. I drank a little bit of water. I'm super hungry now, so I'm gonna go eat something. But yeah, it was super chill compared to like last week. I had to really be checking the chat. I tried looking on Twitter to see if there was any fan event they were gonna do or something, but I wasn't able to find any. I'm gonna be looking for BTOB today and tomorrow to see if there's any melodies that are gonna be doing anything for BTOB on Sunday, which I have to get up early. Oh my god. Yeah, I have to get up early again on Sunday. Basically, that's it for the second day as a live KCONER. Yeah, I had so much fun. Like, CN Blue, they're so cute. They're so cute and funny. I love their interactions and I love their songs. Like, you guys, just in case you guys don't know, I love like rock. I grew up listening to like Simple Plan, Yellow Card, Maroon 5, Boys Like Girls, like those type of bands. And so like in K-pop, obviously I have like my faves, FT Island, CN Blue, and Day 6. So yeah, I just really enjoy CN Blue. I love their music. Always loved it. And it was so nice to like be a live KCONER for them and see myself on the screen, which is super weird, but yeah, I had fun. It was so nice to like see CM Blue again. So yeah, that is the end of day 2 as a live KCON-er, day 4 of KCON TACT for you. We'll see you guys Sunday, 2 days from now, for the B2B experience, the combination of the live KCON-er experience with B2B on Sunday. So yeah, go see him Blue. Okay, hi everyone. It is currently 12:47 p.m. June 27, Sunday, the last day of KCON TACT for you, day 9. Today, I was a live KCONer for B2B, one of the many senior groups that I've followed for many years now. B2B since 2012 specifically, and yeah, I'm just I'm sweaty because like we had to dance and all that. And B2B did a couple of more. I didn't count how many songs they did, but they did perform more than everybody else. So yeah, it was just super fun. Today's the last day. What can I say? I was super chill today. Like I did the same thing I did on Friday. Got up early, logged in. They verified everything. Then I went and took a bath and got ready and sat down here and enjoyed the show. B2B. Okay, so Stray Kids and B2B opened. Stray Kids did first and then B2B. And yeah, it was really cool because I liked how they did like a Kingdom / Queendom themed show. We had Stray Kids, B2B, and Oh My Girl, which they were part of Queendom, by the way. So yeah, it was just super fun. I really liked the meet and greet portions of everything. It was just like super cool. I was able to I had to step out between like the show, but I was able to see a bit of Oh My Girl's meet and greet and also Stray Kids. Oh My Girl just had KCON cracking up. It was just really funny. But yeah, B2B's was the one that obviously I was all throughout the whole meet and greet and all that. Yeah, it was just super fun. Let me show you guys the mini banners that I did. Super simple. I went last week to do them. Staples. Oh, the heart is just all. I went all out with the banner. So this says Melody Boricua. Shout out to all the Latin American fans over there. Yay. I love this episode because this one was KCON Mexico, and they were speaking Spanish. Like a couple of them were speaking Spanish. It was really nice. So yeah, overall the experience was really great. It was super chill since I had already done, I did CM Blue, and I did highlights, so I knew I was going into. Everything was chill. I had a lot of fun. I was able to sit back and relax. The only thing is that during B2B's meet and greet, I don't know what happened, but it got disconnected. But then, in less than a minute, we were all brought back into the session. At first, I freaked out. I was like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" Because it has happened before that my computer shut down during what was it? I think it was during an episode of Road to Kingdom that I did over on Aussie K-pop Mom TV's YouTube channel, and I freaked out. I was like, "Oh my God!" So my computer just shut down, and I thought it was doing the same thing because the Zoom went, and I was like, "Oh no! Don't tell me it's updating or something." But no, it seems to be like there was a problem with the connection or something. But yeah, less than a minute, everything popped back up. So I was like, "Oh, okay," because I was like, "Come on, this is the last day, and B2B is here. Please don't do this to me." But yeah, everything was fine. And yeah, I was able to enjoy everything. B2B was super fun. All of them were super funny, like Stray Kids and Oh My Girl. But of course, I was here for B2B, and I was able to watch everything they did. And yeah, it was just super fun. I loved how they interacted with, the audience, with Melody. I was on the screen again. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm on the screen again." I was on the screen again, partially for the meet and greet, and also for their stage part of when they're on stage and they're taking the calls and all that, and they're performing, and they have the audience in the back. I was part of that as well. So yeah, I was just super excited. So yeah, it was just really fun, the interactions, especially the piñata section and the pickup lines with melodies. Oh my God, I laughed so much. But yeah, it was just super cool. I just had so much fun. Throughout the week, I was able to catch a couple of performances here and there. but like mainly I was able to catch the whole, mostly the whole show during the days that I was a live KCONer. So yeah, I'm super grateful to like, cause this is my first time, like I told you guys before, this is my first time, like signing the form to become a live KCONer, and like I'm just still shocked that I was able to get into each of the sessions that I wanted to, you know, cause I asked for CN Blue, Highlight, and BTOB because those are like my senior groups, groups that I followed for like years, like so long, and I was like, oh come on, I want to get into the live KCON, like I want to know what it's like, and I just want to cheer them on. I want to do banners and things like that, because you know it's things that we do when we go to concerts, or like when we go to like KCON, you know, the venue. So I was like, oh, I hope I get it, but I never thought that I would get all three of them. I'm just really shocked. But yeah, it was just so nice to have the experience to go through like setting up the Zoom, the meeting, and all that, and it was just really cool. Like such a awesome experience, such a positive, and like how do I say, I learned a lot, like dealing with Zoom and things like that, and it was just so nice to see other fans with you in the meeting and just cheering everybody on, everybody singing along. It was just super fun just to be, you know, on the Zoom meeting with so many different fans. It was just so nice, like the whole interaction. Of course, it doesn't compare to like obviously when we go in person, but it's just nice to have like that option to see, you know, the groups perform and have them see us cheering for them, you know, from so many different parts of the world. Yeah, it was a nice experience. It went much better than I thought, because you know I was just worried about the internet connection and the Zoom and all that, but yeah, everything just went really well. So yeah, this has been my experience, my first time being a live KCONer for KCON-TACT. Super positive experience, very eye-opening. I learned a lot, had a lot of fun. I love being able to cheer from my face and like be amongst other fans. It was just really nice. So yeah, that's all for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you guys were able to see KCON-TACT for you this year. Tell me your favorite moments, favorite performers. If you guys were live KCONers, let me know how things went. And yeah, stay tuned to new videos coming out. I'm editing little by little as I go, but I have a lot of things in store for the channel, and I hope you guys enjoy. I'm having so much fun like editing. So yeah, thank you so much for, you know, subscribing, sharing, and commenting, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video here on Outspoken Artistry. Bye.